Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 75. Welcome to March Madness. I'm so excited about this. First, this is a channel about cross stitching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you like what you see. Stick around, subscribe. If you're a returning friend, thank you for coming and spending time with me. I am in a very positive, pumped mood. I feel spring is in the air. Sorry, itchy nose. We still have some dirty melting snow going on, but for the most part, the sun is shining and whew, it is good. So I'm gonna jump in with a couple of updates. This is like organized and scattered all at the same time. So I hope you enjoy our visit today and all that. First of all, if any of you follow me on Instagram, you saw a post over the weekend, and it was a vanilla Coke Zero, which has been non-existent practically in my area since around the beginning of the pandemic. I was able to still get it in the very beginning, and then it like disappeared. Well, maybe a little bit lower, and then it came back, and then it disappeared again. So, oh my gosh, severely itchy nose. Sorry. Anyway, what I'm getting at with this is that I was at the store on Sunday, and boom, I turned around to puppy dogs coming to see. I turned around and it was on the shelf, and I darn near cried. I almost gave the Coke man a great big hug. And it is my favorite beverage to drink, and I don't even drink it a lot. It's not even a daily, but it is just my comfort, for lack of better words. But what was super special about it is that my father and I both drink this. This is both of our favorite beverages. And when I saw that, I'm a girl that believes in signs. So I was like, I took it as a sign from my dad that we're coming to the end of this, and you got this, girl. So I don't know. You either vibe with me or not is what I'm trying to say. But I took it as a sign from my daddy that we're headed in the right direction, and this is almost over. So, to say the least, I got a couple. And anyway, so I wanted to share that and explain it more in case you saw my Instagram post over the weekend. And I was just watching a little Carla from Carla's Being Crafty, who lost her mom. And I just want to tell you, Carla, baby, you're gonna feel your mom with you. I know that you've touched on this a tiny bit. You just got the urn back. I have my parents' urn here, and I do talk to them. I do say goodnight, and but I also have told everyone in the world on this channel that I talk to my mom and dad. So it is what it is, but you'll be fine, Carla. You do you, babe. That's basically it. You do you. All right, I'm going to get into stitching and put Mr. Opie down, who, for whatever reason, I started recording and he needed to come in here. And I know people love Opie. He's a good little boy. But I'm going to put him in my lap so his head may pop up. But he just wants to be with us today, I guess. So what have I been doing as far as stitching goes? I'm super excited that I have two finishes. One of them is a refinish. And I'm going to show you the before and the after. So, if you recall, it used to be right here. And this is my before, where you really can't see the letters. I know, that's just hot glue on the sides, peeps. You really can't see the letters. And I had ripped some of it out down here thinking I was going to restart it. And instead, I ripped it out thinking I was going to change the colors. And instead, I restarted it. So, love this. Love it, love it, love it. A little bit closer for you. This color conversion is Carla's from My Life with Miss Sassy. She has it on her Instagram. She has a few other conversions. So I will be taking this in to have it wrapped around the foam board and go from there. So super excited about that finish. Yeah. So... And the other finish was just a little quickie that I got in, and now I want all of the quirky Quakers from, the company is Darling and Whimsy's Designs. This was her freebie, so I jumped in and tried it. People talk about this all the time, and I was just like, I didn't know, and now I know. I want them all. So this is what it is, and the color was inspired by Nemo. My daughter was a huge Disney baby, and I love Disney also, so that's what the inspiration on this was for, and I love it. So I will be getting that entire set and doing them as they come out. Okay, on to my stitching, or referred to as whips. Whips are works in progress, and I'm super excited about this. The first one I'm going to show you is my Winter Queen. I mentioned last time that she was going to go away, but one of my beloveds on here brought up to my attention that spring's official first day is March 20th. So guess what? She's sticking around. I love that idea I just love it. So thank you very much for that. And she's sticking around. So what I'm talking to you about is my Winter Queen by Mirabilia. She is stitched on Coloring Cotton's Morning Mist. And this is where she's at. I have a feeling you're just going to see a lot of white in the next update. But that's just what she is a lot of white. Julie from Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World gave a awesome tip, and I have been stalling on this basically because I thought I needed to do it last. But some of the holes in here there's beads, but some of these holes in here are for the, there's a fuzzy fiber. I'm going to dig for it 1 second. It is, some of you are yelling at me, you already know what it is. Whisper, that's the word, whisper. And I've used this one other time, and I resonate with what Julie said, but I'd never heard this. So her suggestion that was given to her by somebody else was to take one leg of Blanc, do my underleg of Blanc, and do my upper of Whisper. And it is less, it mangles the thread less is basically what she said. So I'll be taking her advice on doing my queen that way. So here she is, and you're going to get to see her for a few more weeks. So excited about that. My other daily stitching is Magic Study. It's my Heaven and Earth Designs full coverage piece. The artwork, the artwork is Rose Kahn. Oops, you're okay. Oh, so this is what it looks like, fully done. I am still up in this tiny, tiny little corner. I am 1.5% done. And I actually pulled out a few different colors. So this is where she's at. I love this piece. Love it, love it, love it. So this week you can barely see some purples and fuchsias or whatever they're coming in. And I love it. I love it. I just can't keep saying that enough. There's times that I wish I could just ignore the rest of the world and just stitch on that for a whole day. I may have to schedule one of those ignore the world for the rest of the day kind of days. But, oh well. My next piece, I told you that I was only going to show once in a while because this stays at work. So I belong to the Facebook group One Thread a Day. And I really only do that during the week because this stays at work. But this is another Mira, and she is the Silver Moon Tea. That is a full coverage piece. Sorry about a little bit of glare. This was supposed to be my experiment to figure out if I could do a full coverage, and I probably would have not done this at all once I fell in love with that piece so much. So the only reason I'm probably working on this is because of the One Thread a Day challenge. It's on 25 count that I colored. I dyed purple. So this is, let me do it a little bit better. This is where I'm at, and then I drop it. This is where I'm at. Still just working on the border, but I'm loving how it looks, but again, I would probably not have continued on. This is not a fun thing for me to stitch, but I don't hate it. You guys, if you've been with me for a while, I'm a tea drinker, so I do like it for that reason. So I will continue doing my one thread a day at work. So that's that. Another piece that I was hoping to get done in February, and I didn't, but I did start it in February, like on the 28th, is the Frosted Pumpkins. These little words, I have like 11 of them printed out, so I want to get them done this year. So this is called Luck and Clover. And this is where I'm at. So plugging along, this is just a scrap piece of probably 28, 32, I don't know. I probably should know that. I think it's 32. That I'll be doing all of them in a scrap piece here and there. But coming along, I made some color changes just because of my color of fabric choice. But yeah. So that's it. That's my stitching. But don't leave yet. If you're just here for the stitching, don't leave. I have a couple of like little tiny things, and then I want to talk to you about plans. I'm so excited to show you my whip go, and I'm so excited to show you my March Madness. So please don't leave. This is a short. I'm always pretty short, so stick around. First, my fabric of the month from Color and Cotton. I'm just going to show it, so look away if you have not received yours from February. So look away. I'm not even going to tell you the name. Just look away. It is, if you watch me at all, the color-wise, it's right in my groove. So, love it. I love it. So, all right, you can look back. All right, so I have two pieces of Stitchy Kindness Happy Meal. Let's just call it Happy Meal. So, one of them is my cousin, Jenny, you're my second cousin, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jenny. She watches me from back home, and back home for me is about 60 miles-ish south of where I currently live. So not like huge changes, but it happened. We had to move up here to follow my father's job when I was a senior in high school, and we did what we did. But moving is moving, whether it's 60 miles or, you know, across the country, it's still moving. You don't always get to see your family like you used to. Anyway, Jenny watches me, and she heard me mention that I want to crochet or knit or figure something out like that. What she doesn't know is I am 100% a hat girl. She knitted me a hat, and it's not just any hat. Y'all know I usually have the ponytail or the bun on top of my head. It has the hole at the top so that my ponytail can poke through or my bun can poke through. So, and it's good and long and it's perfect. At work, I'm often referred to as the hat girl, so it's perfect. Yes, we're wrapping up now, but there's times in spring my building is so cold that I'll wear a hat well into spring. So, yeah. My next piece of kindness came from the Vintage Stitcher, who is a new floss tuber named Artie. And she does so much content that is like, she jumps on and just puts a little one of like what I've been up to, or she's done a tour of her craft room or whatever. She lives in the UP. I'm 100% jealous. Artie reached out to me and wanted my address to send me something. And she did. And what a sweetie. She sent me a beautiful little card. Artie, I love the UP. When my husband and I first started dating, we snowmobiled those trails up there, and I love it. At one point I was like, that's where I want to live, and he was like, it's pretty isolated. I'm like, Anyway, look what she sent me. She sent me a project bag. I love this detail on hers. These are magnetic snaps. I have a couple project bags. She said she didn't see them on my video. And it's quilted. Look, it's quilted. This is awesome. I have just maybe one that's quilted. I love that, Artie. What you don't know about me is that I have this inspiration to learn how to do a few quilts. The t-shirt quilt she's working on right now, that was my first project I ever dove into. When my daughter graduated high school, I took all of her lifetime of t-shirts and made them into a gigantic, oversized king quilt that's like virtually like the weighted blankets that everybody talks about. She's got one for life. So thank you, Artie. And if you are looking for somebody to check out she's got quick little videos and they're fast updates. Go check out Artie. She calls herself a vintage stitcher because she doesn't always stitch like what's out and latest right now. She peruses the stash unloadings. She's awesome to listen to and get great ideas on. She's even shown some of her quick finishes that she's acquired things from like thrift stores. So go check her out. And then that's it. That's all that kind of stuff. But I want to talk to you about plans, and I am so stinking excited to talk to you about plans. Okay, if you've watched any kind of floss tube, you know Whip-Go's been called. Whip-Go is the brainchild of Jessie Marie, or Jessie Does Stuff, or whatever you want to call her. She has a page on Facebook. So on the 27th of every month, she draws 2 numbers. I'm digging through my stuff over here to show you. I'm gonna make a mess because stuff's gonna fall. I just know that, but I'm doing it for you. So this is what my Whip-Go board looks like. This is what it looks like. So the colored ends are what I've accomplished, which so far I'm on point. And then like you'll see this is highlighted and this is highlighted, and those are the ones that were called this month. 10 and 24. So my goals for this month, mine are not always to finish. A lot of times, most of mine on here are 5 days, committing 5 days to a project that could get lost in the shuffle, for lack of better words. And because of that, I know, baby. Because of that, I wrote them on the board. So my first one was an interesting discovery when I pulled it out and started working on it for one of my 5 days. And this is Al Forrest Embroidery's Home Sweet Home. I ordered the whole kit. I love their threads. Love them. And this is what happened last night. I was watching a really good movie with my husband, and oh, I should mention, I'm not sure if I mentioned last week, I ended up having yesterday off because my husband had a colonoscopy, and I didn't know I had to I thought I was just his ride. Instead, I had to babysit him the whole day because of being put under. But so I was home last night. He watched Interstellar, which was way heavy at the end, and I unstitched. So evidently, when I put this away, I knew that there was a mistake, and I picked out yellow that was all the way here and all the way down here, just like here. But I'm happy to have it in the correct place and to start back up. So this is where I am. The fabric came with it, and then I threw it in some tea coffee, probably tea, and then baked it a little bit. But do you see the variegation on those flowers? That's all from the thread. I absolutely love their thread. Same with the grass. That's all their thread. I love it. So I look forward to putting my 5 days in on that. And the second one that was called, look at my long eye. My second one that was called is Seeking Refuge by Scarlet House. And it is on a 20 count sand and Aida. And this is where it was at. And again, 5 days on this. I haven't even touched it. I just dug it out of the pile so that I could start working on it. So knowing me, I'll work on the house. That's just, you can see I still got roof to do. So knowing me, that's what I'll do. And that's it for my Whip-Go. So you'll see these pop on in the next couple of weeks as far as like getting them done. And then it's March Madness. Now this has been explained by, you can do March Madness how you want. So I think I have explained on here, you're going to follow me on Instagram, and I will put a poll up of like, yesterday I stitched on this that I'm going to show you, and then today I'm going to stitch on something else, and then on Wednesday I'll have a poll, and then I'll stitch Wednesday, Thursday on something, poll on Friday. So just watch my Instagram, give me votes to tell me which direction to go, and you will determine what moves on in the brackets, is basically how it goes. And again, the bracket looks like this. So, what did I stitch on? My first piece is called Acceptance by Bendy Stitchy. This is what it's supposed to look like when it's done. I changed the color of my flowers to yellow because that's my mama's favorite. And this is where I got. So I got all the little purple flowers and half of the yellow flowers done on my just stitching yesterday. So love that. And then I've created a hot mess today to clean up, which is not normal. I keep organized usually. My piece that I will stitch on today that you'll vote between Acceptance and this is out of the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. And it is Lindy Stitchy's Hedgehog House. So we'll see how far I get on that today. I'm excited to see. And excited to see which direction you guys push me to work on. One of the things I super love about March Madness is getting out these pieces that are like close to a finish or just, I don't know, and put my hands on them again. So I don't have an absorbent, well, some of you may consider it absorbent. I have 40 whips, but of those 40 whips, like 10 of them are Christmas ornaments that I started like at Christmassy time, that so like I'll focus on those, that probably knock them out in July, things like that. But it's not really over the top for me as far as what I got going. Most of them I have plans. There's some that are just lingering, but I'll get to them. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, again with the rambling, that's what I do. And so many of you tell me that you love me rambling, but I just feel like I'm lost. But that's what I got. So I also am in, and I don't mention this every video, the Daily 30, because it's a closed group. But it's the beginning of the month, so the zombie run competition is out, and I am too much detail, but there's 4 projects that we're supposed to focus on for that. So you'll see one of them is my magic study. One of them, so you'll see my pandemic come out, Queen of Freedom come out, and positivity rules come out. So you'll see those. I don't know if it'll be this week, but you'll see those come out also. So anyway, I'm getting off of here because I'm going to be just rambling. So with all of that and the help of my little guy here, I'm so glad he came to visit today. I'm going to get off of here and let you enjoy this. I hope it's beautiful in your neck of the woods. It's beautiful. I know it's kind of like deceiving because it's colder outside, but my German doesn't care that it's cold and wants me to get outside and play toss. But the sunshine sure does make you feel good. So even if it's just to look at it and it's too cold to be in it, it makes you feel good. So headed in the right direction for me, folks. I love you so much. Keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.